What would you call this? A daffodil. Yes, I know it's a daffodil. I don't mean the daffodil, I mean the thing itself. Would you call it a photograph? A picture? An image? These days we use these words interchangeably to mean the same thing. But once upon a time these words actually meant different things. In fact, they were all parts of a three-step process. The word image derives from imagination. It's not actually a physical thing at all. It's something we see in our mind's eye, a visualization. And it's this that forms the first step in this three-step process. So before we'd even clicked the shutter button, we had this idea of the final product, what it was that we were producing and how it was going to look. The second step in our three-step process was the photograph, literally translating as light etching or recording. It's at this point where we sensitize our photosensitive material to light, whether that's a digital sensor or a piece of film. Let's run with the film analogy for the moment. It would have been the point at which you'd click the shutter button, you'd recorded the photograph, but the film was still in your camera waiting to be processed. There was another step yet to come. The final part to this three-part process is the picture. We talk about picture books, we talk about pictures hanging on walls. So the picture was basically the finished article, how we share our photographs with the world. You can see with modern practices how these words have merged together to mean the same thing. We don't necessarily have to imagine what we're going to get out of the camera because we're not limited to a certain amount of frames, and each frame doesn't cost us any extra money. We're free to take as many photographs as we want to and play around with different angles and different techniques until we get the thing that we want to get. Then, as soon as we press the button on the camera to take the photograph, then we have a photograph, but we also have a picture appear instantaneously on the screen on the back of our cameras. You could say that this three-step process is now completely redundant. All of these words have blended together over the years because we've got digital technology to speed up the process. But hang on a minute. I still think that there is lots of value to be taken out of slowing down and readdressing these three things that we've just been talking about. How many memory cards or hard drives full of photographs that have never become pictures do you own? I'm guessing that it's quite a few. That's because the digital photography process makes us speed up and draws us automatically towards quantity over quality. Now, I'm not saying that if you slow down and visualise first of all exactly what the photograph's going to be and how you're going to print it or display it, you're going to get 100% hit rate. You're not. But we're flipping that idea around. We're going to get more quality than quantity because we are thinking about what we're doing more. We're thinking about what our photograph is going to become once we share it with the world. So next time you're inclined to make something like this, when you give it a name, whether that is an image, a photograph or a picture, just stop a moment and think, actually, what stage of this process am I at? Can I slow myself down a bit? Can I think a bit more about what I'm producing? And your images will soon turn into amazing photographs and ultimately fantastic pictures. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.